I told you in boxing, bro, you lose, bro, and you go to boxing hell. That's it.
Break, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Hold up. Break.
All right, so we're gonna do this one a little differently. No notes, no script, just straight from the heart on this one. Shout out to Regis Prograis. Thank you, Regis Prograis. And let me share the full video so you can get the full context of what I'm saying.
I told you in boxing, bro, you lose, bro, and you go to boxing hell. That's it. You gotta. The movie I got this from, bro, you put it on the thing, is the Dark Knight, Batman. When he's in that pit and you gotta when they put Batman in that pit and he had to build himself up strong, and he had to jump out that shit. That's why I get that from, and that's kind of how it is in boxing. Like, they put me in that pit, bro. Like, it's just like they put me in this pit, and I've been in this pit, and my pit is the gym, right? So I go in that pit, and I'm literally building myself up every single night. I'm building myself up, and I'm getting stronger, and I'm getting stronger, and I'm getting meaner. And then you let me out that pit, and it's like, bro, like, nobody gonna stop me. After I get out this pit, nobody gonna stop me. And that's kind of how, damn, that even made sense to me just now. I said it, but that's some fire shit. We gotta put that out there.
All right, so you get what he was saying, talking about, after his loss, he went to boxing hell and they put him in a pit. That's one of the main reasons why I love boxing. There's so many parallels, to life and your experiences, especially as a man, right? You think about some of the boxing phrases: you roll with the punches, you live to fight another day, make sure you got good people in your corner. And it's all true, of course. But even deeper than that, as we, are entering the holiday season, we're forced to reflect, in a lot of ways, mainly because everything else is slowing down. Whether you celebrate it or not, you still kind of have to slow down due to schools, businesses, organizations kind of closing. And during that time, you do an inventory, you look at where you are, where you're trying to go, what you're dealing with, your battles, so on and so forth. And for a lot of men, that can be a very difficult time. Doesn't matter, single, married, old or young, that can be difficult. And it can be difficult because in a lot of ways, you're going through your battles, but you may not feel like, anybody cares or you making any progress, right? Like, what am I doing it for? I'm blessed to have a circle of friends, across the range, right? Older men, younger men, new fathers, older fathers, married, divorced, single. And the one thing they have in common is, they all struggle. They all go through something. I remember talking to an older guy, and he was telling me, as a man, you kind of always feel like it's out of sync. You think about yourself, your job, and if you have a family, they're always at different levels, right? You never kind of even it out. And that stuck with me, to just the idea of thinking that you'll always, kind of be at a deficit in some kind of ways. And that's why it's so important, I think, to speak on these type of things, right? To let other men know, you're not the only one going through this, man. Like, it's so important. I go to a boxing gym and I tell my friend all the time, man, like, if it wasn't for this place, and I'm sure a lot of other men can relate, like, if it wasn't for this place, it would be bad. We're not going in just then, although we do that sometimes, but just to know that there's somebody, that's there for you and they can relate to you. We come in, oh, what's good, bro? What's up with you, man? I'm okay, man. I had a rough week. Oh, you did, man? Everything good with you? Yeah, man. Okay, bro. Like, I'm glad you made it to the gym. A lot of times, we'll say, or somebody say to me, well, at least you made it to the gym, man. And that means so much, man. And when you're in that position where, you just need some encouragement, like, it can mean so much to you, right? You think about the brother Twitch, the DJ, I believe he worked on the Ellen show. And I wasn't a fan of him per se, but I'm a fan of black men. And when I saw that he had ended his life, that it was jolting to me. It was like, so naturally I did what most people did, looked into it. A young guy, 40, just looking at his social media. And let me just share that to kind of just stress the point. So if you look at his profile, a lot of followers. So it seems like he was very liked. But look at the descriptors, right? Artist, husband, father, son, brother. And this is the one that really stood out to me, smile spreader, man. Like, to describe yourself as a smile spreader mean you really take an interest in happiness and joy, right? And you look at this, 3 days ago, him and his wife, I believe, goofing off, man. Christmas tree in the background. You would say life is good, you know, objectively, smiling, just having fun, you know. Just keep scrolling, just a happy dude, it seems like. Family here. It's just tough. It's tough to even try to imagine that somebody, with all those things going for them, still thought this too much. I got to get out. And to that end, I just want to say, like, there's a reason, why you're still here. The hard times that you're going through is for a reason. There is utility, in the difficulty that you're facing, right? Whatever it is, brokenhearted, loneliness, you're not financially where you want to be, family problems, mental health, physical health. Like, there is a bright side to it. I promise you. Your story is not just your story. Inspiration and encouragement, I believe, is something that's very underrated, extremely underrated, right? Just a kind word. As a man, you feel like you fight a battle that only other men can see on the battlefield. And this isn't, a gender war type thing, not trying to talk about men and women, this, that, and the third. We got plenty of that out there, and this is nothing like that at all. What I'm saying is, you feel like a lot of times you're alone. When you see, other brothers, it makes a difference mainly. I try to check in with my friends, whether it's a meme or just, touching bases, visiting them, and I can do a lot better, but we really got to take care of each other in general. And that's not just for men, but especially men, right? We were called to do great things, masculinity is a great thing. Being a leader is a great thing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I know, that's seen as a negative, but it's not. And we got to take care of our bodies, take care of our minds, because there are great things ahead. Regis, he was on the money. It feels like you're in a pit, but you can get out of that pit. And when you get out of that pit, you can inspire people, that are going through that as well. And don't ever discount your story. Don't ever do it, because I've had those days, man, where I'm like, what's the point? Like, why am I doing all this? Like, I'm like, would it be better if I, like, just being honest, just being vulnerable, and then I get that, my brother checking in with me, hey man, you gonna watch the fight, you gonna do this, that, and third, or sending me a funny meme. And in that moment, just that love I receive is enough. So, the main message, shout out to Regis Prograis, very timely message. Just keep fighting. It's not in vain. You are loved. You are cared about. If you were looking for that one sign, if you're just going through it, man, you just can't win. Like, this is the message. Like, you're hearing it from here. Keep going. There are people that care about you. I care about you. I don't know you, but I promise you that if you keep going, you will be glad you did. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all for checking out the video. As usual, take care of yourself, take care of your brothers, and we're going to be all right, man. Talk to y'all later. Peace.